Look at this.
Varies dramatically. Some states have been able to keep the incidence very low, and some states it has increased quite dramatically. Ian McCall is president of the Sheep Meat Council and produces fat lambs for export from his 650-hectare mixed farming operation near Cowra in New South Wales. Last year he was at the centre of a storm of protest when the industry bodies released a new management blueprint for
Listen
OJD.
to this.
The bitter debate forced a rethink, and the industry backed off on key measures such as creating protection and control zones. It sought fresh submissions from producers, and it hopes now to have a new plan in place by the middle of this year.
Listen to this. You won't be able to own your own stock.
As much knowledge
Oh.
as we can possibly give them to make informed decisions when they're purchasing livestock. We're also trying to help people who have the disease manage it effectively as they possibly can. Also,
Fuck
the other
Monsanto. I mean,
part of it is
who gave them the right to own the fucking genetics of a carrot?
to raise
Right? Those sheep have been around for years.
of a level of biosecurity and how it impacts them and how it impacts the industry. Arbitrarily drawing lines on
Fucking New World Order. New World sheep, guys.
proven to be a very effective tool, and so the abolition of that's been a good start. There's a lot of detail lacking on how the industry is going to manage
The industry.
these in this next phase. Frank Tobin heads a national action group which wants to maintain the status quo, with
Yeah,
its
right.
emphasis on encouraging vaccination against OJD. He says the revised plan does away with vaccination credits and doesn't give enough detail about a sheep health statement, which is likely to become the new basis for trade. We need to clarify, we need to get more detail on what the requirements are going to be for producers to trade interstate,
Look at this, guys.
and whether or not states are going to require a higher level of disease management to cross
Fucking
borders.
bullshit.
What that will be, whether it will be an emphasis on testing.
Probably
vaccination,
cholera.
What the detail
You maggots.
fill in the statement so producers can trade. Ultimately, the guidelines on OJD are just that, guidelines, and it will be up to the states to come up with any uniform national management plan.
It is a big task that industry has. I know that it's a big task that industry has, and Victoria may have different views from South Australia, may have different views from Queensland and Western Australia and New South Wales.
Yeah, you will be told which sheep you can
That's,
sell.
what they are intending to do. I don't think that government should interfere in a space where it's not truly needed, and I think that industry has the ability to get it
Oh, it's all right for humans to be vaccinated against fucking unknown diseases.
listeners and do the right
Not the
thing
sheep.
for the vast majority of producers.
Look what they're doing.
For inviting me to attend the 135th Crook show.
New South Wales Primary Industries Minister Katrina Hodgkinson's electorate is in the heart of OJD country in New South Wales. The
OJD.
state will also have to manage the interests of producers in the New England region, where prevalence of OJD is low. But she's
OJD.
keenly aware of the social carnage suffered when OJD first appeared about 15 years ago.
I had grown farmers in my office crying on my shoulder about what was happening to their stock. It was really a really dreadful time, and I was very concerned that we were heading back there last year when the proposals came out of industry to recreate.
Oh yeah,
zones
OJ.
to put protected
That's a
control
bad
zones
thing.
back in
Of
again.
course.
Pretty good example of a good fine-wool merino. It's got a good head,
Good
very
head.
thick, got a good outlook, well covered, long stable,
You paying attention?
good open for you,
Uh,
fine wool.
With their ability to cut more than 10 kilograms of superfine wool,
Look at that for
brown
wool,
ribbons
boys
Glen
and
Liam
girls.
lambs have the sort of attributes keenly sought by wool producers. But because of an OJD diagnosis in 1999, he can only sell a handful a year.
Look
So
at
before
this.
OJD
15 years ago.
sell rats.
Apparently.
Victoria. New England,
This has been happening for years. 99, what?
supposed to have it. Argentine,
We've been asleep for so long.
and we have 18 going to Kyrgyzstan.
18. How embarrassing, man.
Passing all their tests to go, and then they cut the heads off.
This is, There goes our wool industry with bad OJ disease.
Started by his father Leo and Uncle Percy after World War II, the Glenlee stud was